Ah yes, that was Mr. Tom Lowe with you for the last 2 hours, as always, bringing you amazing music with the Audio Sunshine radio show every Monday right here on RT Pulse, 7 to 9 p.m. You can catch him once again next week with another amazing show. Well, he's back in Ireland. We're here in Amsterdam. Yeah, it's that time of year, my friends. This is, would you believe, the 12th edition of our Digital Groove ADE special, and here we are once again, 2025 in Amsterdam. Going to be catching up with some really cool guests on tonight's show. This is part one, of course. Part two will be next week. We want to pay some tributes as well to some friends who are no longer with us, and I think you know who we mean. If you don't, we will tell you. It's all coming up. Stick with me for the next 2 hours. Some amazing guests, some amazing music, and some amazing chats all the way from Amsterdam. ADE 2025.
Europe's biggest electronic music convention, the Amsterdam Dance Events. This is the Digital Groove ADE Special.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Amsterdam, where the local time is 9 p.m. For the next 2 hours, you're listening to the Digital Groove ADE Special on RT Pulse.
The Digital Groove.
Okay, Monday just gone. It is now Thursday, by the way, here at the ADE 2025. Monday just gone, I checked the weather app on my telephone, my mobile phone, and it told me it was going to be bleak. It told me it was going to be windy. It told me it was going to be rainy. And I said, you know, it's probably wrong. It wasn't wrong. It's looking like it's going to be bleak. It's going to be windy. It is currently about to absolutely empty out of heavens. So I've arrived. I literally left my house in Ireland at 3:15 this morning, made my way to the airport, checked in, flew 6:15 all the way here to Amsterdam. I've made my way in on the train, and I've literally just walked to my hotel before the heavens opened and dropped my bag off before I can check in at 3 o'clock. It's been a busy morning already. But you know what? When you miss a day at ADE, you're hitting the ground running, and I'm hitting the ground running this morning. I'm heading off to meet our very first guest. First thing, it's our dear friend Joe B, industry legend, an all-round good guy. And you know what? He has a record for me as well. Right, I'm fresh off the plane, literally fresh from the airport. I literally checked my bags in to the hotel, but not myself. They're minding my bag, and I'm having a coffee. We found eventually a restaurant, coffee shop to have a coffee. Joe, you're slightly jet lagged still.
A little bit.
And I'm kind of feeling jet lagged because I've been up since 3 a.m.
You don't have any excuse. I mean, you're like 20 minutes away.
What's even worse is I don't have any excuse for coming in out of the rain. We were going to do this outside and it started to lash rain. And I said, I know I'm Irish, but I'm coming in out of the rain. So we're inside now. But yeah, how are you doing? How's the head? I mean, it's technically day one for me, but it's day two for you now at AD. Are you normalising yet?
The morning after, trying to, get back into some kind of balance. But yeah, second that, you checked in, you hit the ground running, because yesterday was the first day and there are so many panels, there were so many lab events going on, and just going over to registration, you run into like a million people that you haven't seen since last year, and it's really good. It kind of gives you, I'm on conference mode.
Slight ulterior motive for meeting you so early, I have to say, and it's actually I'm kind of masking it and doing you a favour, because I didn't want you carrying this around any longer than you have. You've taken it all the way over from New York City to me, and it is a vinyl record that I've been after for several months now, that was sitting in the cart on my Discogs, coming from, and we'll get to this in a second, actually Vinyl Mania in New York, which I didn't realise until you actually got it sent to you. But you kindly brought it over for me, so thank you so much. Let's explain. But actually, have we even opened this yet? Let's make sure it's the right record. But explain to me where this has come from. It's come from Vinyl Mania, and for anyone listening who doesn't know the history of Vinyl Mania, it's not just a record store, it's a New York institution, right? This is like going way back.
Absolutely. Charlie Grappone was the owner, and it was on what's the name of the street? Carmine Street, thank you very much. And it was the record shop that everybody who came from the Paradise Garage would go and try to find.
I'm opening this as you're telling us.
As he's opening it up.
Okay.
I'm passing it over to him like
Absolutely.
The sword of Azeroth.
Oh, it is?
Like,
absolutely. I don't want to bend it now. I'm going to open it with a spoon.
And they would all go there after the Paradise Garage and see if the record that Larry Levan was playing that weekend was available, and people would just just go and shop there. So it was dance tracks. It was.
Does it still exist in a record store form? So this is the digital or online version of Vinyl Mania? This is the online
version, that's on Discogs.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's in Cadman Place, and maybe I'm giving away their private address. But anyway.
Cadman Place is in Brooklyn, right by the Manhattan Bridge, and they used to be on Carmine Street, right in the West Village.
Is it still his lady wife? Is it still his?
Yes, I believe his wife is helping him with all of the inventory that they might have gotten from the store.
Well, just to tell everyone what you've actually kindly brought me all the way transatlantically by hand, right? It's an album from 1980 by I'm going to probably call him a soulful gospel artist called James Felix. The album's White Snow. I have to tip Dave Lee off on this. Dave Lee actually gave me the heads up on this.
Oh, right.
Not personally, but I saw Dave Lee talking about this probably last year, and the track I was after on this is a track called Open Up. Which I tell you what, we take a listen to because I want you out there to hear what Joe has brought me all the way from New York by hand, might I add. So this is Open Up off the album. The album, by the way, is called White Snow, James Felix, 1980, and this is still sealed. Look at that.
Yes.
Still sealed.
Completely sealed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, here it is.
Open your eyes and you will see. It's not unusual to believe. Many of us have been there too. Just give them a chance and he'll come through. Because if you seek, then you will find.
What would you call that?
The Quiet Storm, easy listening.
Easy listening.
WBLS.
Okay, yeah. Wow, yeah, you
nice.
probably could have back-announced that better than
Very
I
nice.
could ever have back. Anyway, that's what you brought me all the way from.
Gorgeous.
From New York, and it's from Vinyl Mania in New York. James Felix, White Snow, still sealed. That was Open Up. And wow, thank you so much for
What year
doing
did
that.
that
That was
come out?
1980.
80.
On Light Records, look at that, still sealed, my goodness me. But yeah, huge ass. So, Joe, thank you very much. I genuinely, as keen as I was to get the record, I didn't want you carrying it around responsible for it any longer. However, I do have something for you.
No way.
No, I do. You probably know what it is already. But you have this year's ADE t-shirt as a small token of thanks for bringing that all the way
Fantastic.
from New York.
This is the new one.
This is the
25,
current one
baby.
in real time.
Thank
And you still got some of the conference left
I have-
if you run out of clothes.
I'm gonna be sporting it if the weather holds up.
Yeah, well, there you go.
You know,
I really should have brought
Thank
rain
you for
jackets,
this.
but anyway, you're welcome. Thank you so much for doing that for me.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
So, anyway, Bar Carton Records across the Atlantic for me. What's coming up at ADE for you, Dan? I mean, we normally do this kind of either mid or late in the ADE, so we're actually getting you first.
True.
So, I know you have a big event. I'm playing it, thank God. But we have a big event coming up on Saturday. That's the big one. But what else? What else is going on?
So today at 3 o'clock, we're doing an interview with Barbara. She's winning an award. It's kind of like a legacy award.
Legacy award. Wow. Okay.
At Nexus Radio, which is like an online platform out of Chicago, and Barbara's receiving this kind of like lifetime achievement award from them. And then the Track Source Party, the meet and greet, and then a couple of other meetings, and we'll see what comes up later on. You know, a lot of it is kind of like winging it.
Of course it is. Yeah. But Saturday's the big one. Saturday's a huge party, of course. Pitch Control involved in that too.
Yeah. And then Friday is the 20th anniversary of Most Precious Love.
Okay, well, hang on. Let's get to that. That's Friday. We'll get to Friday first. So walk us through that.
So that is the 20th anniversary of Most Precious Love, obviously. Barbara and Blaze with Dennis Ferrer mixes. That's been remixed ad nauseum throughout the years. Is going to be 20 years old.
Wow.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
And I was just in London in May, and that was the first time in 20 years that I had been to London. And when I was there then, to the date, Most Precious Love went #1 on Billboard. So it was completely a full circle moment for me. It was unbelievable.
It's nice when it happens, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Maybe just not 20 years when you
I have to wait 20 years for that.
That's 20 years old. Wow.
Incredible.
Okay. So we got to head down there for that tomorrow, actually. And I was going to go down now, but didn't realise it tied in with Most Precious Love 20th anniversary. Because I saw on the flyer has Barbara Tucker signing records.
Yeah, she also might get on the mic, but don't quote me on it. She loves to do like a little impromptu performances, so she might just jump into Precious Love, you know.
Well, but Barbara's, I'm hoping that I'm definitely going to catch up with Barbara at some point over the next few days. But I know tonight she's on the Disco Train.
Yes.
Not a euphemism, that's a real disco train, which is amazing. She's doing some live vocals there. But of course, the big event is Saturday.
A
lot of us are involved in, including me, thankfully, which is amazing.
So
but walk us through that, because that's the big one. That's the anniversary. Is it the third installment of
Love House? So that's her collaboration with Georgie Porgie from Music Plant in Chicago, one of the original OG house labels in Chicago. And Cube guys are playing, yourself, Jason Walker, this guy named Jacob Lusk, who actually I met at the Pete Tong Ibiza Classics concert in May when I went to London. Incredible, like full orchestra, it was amazing. So he performed. He's very Sylvester type. He's great. He's such a great performer. And Jason Walker and a few other people are going to be performing in the set as well. There's DJ Raj. There is the Cube guys. Sam Karlson. And a whole bunch of others.
It's a big one. It's an all-dayer, really. It's starting at midday, so it's
like
going to go on.
12 to like 8, 12 to 1 in the morning or something.
Yeah, it's going to be big. And it seems to be a new venue now. I'd say I've only arrived, so I haven't gone down and checked out the new venue. I've seen pictures of it. It looks like it's a brand new build almost from last year. I don't remember from last year, but it's the Heineken. I'm pronouncing the Heineken Hock.
The Heineken Hock. I think so.
Yeah, we've talked about many things. We've talked about many amazing things over the years. Actually, which people should go and check out when you get time. Have a listen to our interview last year, which was quite an in-depth Joe B. Under the Microscope history. Brilliant chat just about your sort of life in music and life in the industry, which is brilliant. But you always have something brilliant to bring to the topic and to the discussion. We talked about NFTs, actually. We were talking before we turned the mic on about the whole NFT thing a few years ago and stuff. However, the hot topic for me this year is AI.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's going to play into the likes of people who are producers, maybe even record labels. But for someone who works in the side of the industry you work in, right? Do you think that AI will change how artists are discovered or promoted in the next few years? And how?
We are in the age of, sampling. People resisted against using a sample, but this takes it to a whole nother level because it's an imposter. It's impostering. If that is a word, you don't want an imposter, and it's taking away from the actual, blood of creativity. That's what AI does. It's doing the fucking work for you. If you want someone to do the work for you, hire a secretary. Don't get a robot to fucking redo your music. Where's your creativity? Where is the music coming from? Your brain or your soul? Or your blood, or your passion for this music, rather than having some machine do it for you. That's not fair. And people are trying to take the easy way out. And it's part of this horrible ADD world that we live in, this quick fix, everything, I want it now, I want it now, do it for me. So this is an easy way out, and it's a freaking cop-out, people. Be original.
Could you, and I mean, the answer is obviously no, you couldn't, but how are we going to is really the better way of putting that question. How would you pick up on if I'd submit a completely AI mix of something and go, what do you think of that, Joe? You know what I mean? That's what I would be worried about. How are we going to differentiate between
how would I know?
Someone who's masquerading AI as their own?
Right. Okay, so a seasoned producer, you know, if they want to do something that is in line or on brand with the music that they've created, if it's inspired by something that is suggested, like when you write a letter and you go through ChatGPT, you don't literally copy and paste the whole letter. You read through it, you take what you want, maybe. So that could be okay. If it's an inspirational version of a track that was made, and I'm not saying it's okay, but if you have suggestions and then you make it your own, as long as it's within your brand and your style, you know, I don't know if I'll be able to tell the difference, but based on your history, or if it's too clean, correct, or if it's too clean, or if it's.
But I don't know. I mean,
it's hard to tell.
There's been a Spotify artist that completely got away with this, right?
Yeah,
and this is what's going to be the problem.
Look at AI videos; they're becoming more and more convincing.
I can't tell the difference. Right. I genuinely can't tell the difference now.
Exactly.
So I'm just discounting everything.
There are even artists on Spotify that are completely AI generated that they had to take down because they weren't real and they were having like 1 million followers. There was a band and there was a singer, and they completely discredited it. And I know also with the Grammys, now that if there is some sort of detection or they figure out that they...
Absolutely. Sorry, you mean you're involved in the Grammys, right? We talked about that last year.
Yeah.
How is that going to affect that? You know,
right.
Maybe they'll have a Grammy, section for AI music.
An AI
Best Grammy for AI category.
You know,
it's probably going to be a thing, though.
Yeah.
Realistically.
And have a virtual presenter and a virtual acceptance speech.
Do you know what? But do you think actually people will harness that? Do you think they will harness it? Do you think they'll have to just say, you know what, we have to create a sub-genre of AI music?
I don't think the real heads are going to consider it credible. But then again, sampling was a
taboo. Years ago, right? Or it's frowned upon, right?
Yeah. I honestly think there's going to be a lot of resistance, as well it should be, because it's not original. It's a robotic original, which is not coming from our organic creativity. It's not an organic creativity. It's a manufactured machine creativity. And it sucks because it's par for the course of all of this algorithmic mode of discovery of new artists. Spotify is doing it via algorithms. You don't go digging as much anymore as you did. So that the crates are being dug for you and being handed to you because of an algorithm. I don't know. That's doing the work for you. Where's the fun in that? You're going to get the purists that are going to resist this to the hilt. The people who are going to be like, oh, that's just a ripoff of something else. But, then you get all the fans that are discovering it for the first time that don't care, kids that don't care, they just want the music. So we'll see.
We'll see. Absolutely.
See.
Well, look, we want to play the track that I omitted to play. I'm so sorry, but I'll let you pick the version you want to play of it. It's Barbara's No More Broken Hearts. It literally just dropped on Friday if you're hearing this now on Monday. It's dropped while we're here at ADE, and some great remixes on it, but I'll let you pick the one.
I'd have to go with the Majestic.
Okay.
Because
he, man.
Brian's is good too, so it's going to be on Spotify. So once you hear the Majestic,
no AI involved, all original.
No AI. This is all original, exactly.
Joe, lovely to catch up with you. We'll play that straight away. Thank you so much for carting that record, literally by hand from New York.
It's the least I can do, dude.
Oh no, it's not.
Awesome
it's not. It's above and beyond, and I so appreciate it.
Thank you.
We will catch up with you out and about.
Yes.
So I will see you around. But thanks for being our first guest tonight on the ADE Special Part 1. And we'll see you out there.
Always an honor. Thank you very much.
Understand me. chill, just chill. You're so beautiful, but I can't swing it. See why you gotta act so ill. If you are the deal, just don't play with me. Just don't play with my heart, no. If you think that I could be the one, just be real with me. Tell me what you think. If you are the deal, if you are just the don't play with me. Just don't play with me, no. If you think that I could be the one, just be real with me. Just be real. What are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do now? Just be real with me. Tell me what you think. What are you gonna do now?
That is called No More Broken Hearts. It dropped on Friday, just gone, while we were here at the ADE, and you can grab that immediately. There you go. That is Joe B's choice, and technically mine too, because I forgot to play it last week, and we would have had that as an exclusive, but we've timed it well. Anyway, welcome back to the Digital Groove ADE Special 2025. This is part one this week, and yeah, I kind of mentioned at the start of the programme tonight there was a little tinge of sadness about the show this year. Actually, really, three people that were important to us here on the programme, and indeed personally, have passed away since last year's ADE. One in particular is a gentleman you will know called John Cann. Well, the guys being Danny Coleman and Mark LeBaron, took it upon themselves, in fairness, to organise a John Cann tribute event. It's happening tonight. I'm on my way to it now. And playing at it is a fantastic lineup. It's going to be Richard Earnshaw, Cafe 432, Danny Coleman, Marco LeBaron, myself, and our dear friend Alexandre doing a live PA and singing. It's happening at the Herrengracht, I hope I'm saying that right, Herrengracht Cafe. I'm on my way up to it now, and yeah, here it is.
Don't wanna hide again. Anyway, this is one of mine, and I think we'll just continue with that. Technical difficulties, who cares? We're here for John, so fuck it. This one is called Precious. Okay, so we're picking up a little bit, and I would love to see some people actually moving, but hey, I get it, we're all tired. It is ADE after all. Okay, so I wrote this about 15 years ago, and I still think it's very relevant. Life is precious. That's what it's about.
He gave me power, and he gave me choice. So I'm gonna sing it to praise my love, love, love. Precious, precious. Yes, he is precious, precious. Unconditional love.
Hey, 1, 2, 2, Alexandre, Danny Coleman, controversial. Unbelievable. Folks, it's great to be here enjoying music, enjoying ADE 2025, and so many of the ADEs I've enjoyed, I'm sure a lot of you out there have enjoyed as well, was with our dear friend John Cann when he was here partying with us, playing with us, DJing with us. So we're remembering our dear friend Bradford's finest, Mr. John Cann, tonight. Raise a glass to him if you have a glass to John Cann tonight. Here's to his memory. May he rest in peace, but he'll always be with us because his music is with us. Play it loud, enjoy it, keep his memory going by playing his music and enjoying it. To Mr. John Cann.
The digital groove at ADE. Soaking up the atmosphere on the streets of Amsterdam.
Okay, we're back here at the John Cann, I suppose, Memorial Tribute Night. You just heard Alexandre doing a live PA there, Danny Coleman providing the music in the background, but I wanted to drag Danny and Marco together. I know we're going to catch up later on. It's my first day of ADE into the first night of ADE, and this has been the first big event that I've been at today, bar the Track Source event. The commemoration of John Cann, dear friend of all of ours, yours Danny, yours Marco, mine personally as well. So I wanted to talk to you about that. And you guys came up with this idea really and put this night together. However, before we do any of that, okay, before we do any of that, Marco, I have a bag here for you, okay? And I want you to open it, all right? Tell me what's in it. That's not for you, not that, no. That's not for you. Keep going. Hey, just pull it in the bag. There you go, that's for you.
Dairy milk.
Dairy milk. So, I brought you your
Perfect ADE.
the perfect AD for you. You've actually got dairy milk, right? And Danny, I've got you dairy milk as well from Ireland. Okay. The question I wanted to ask two Swiss guys sitting in front of me is, why would you want dairy milk when you live in Switzerland?
Well, it's because that's the best chocolate, to be honest.
I mean, you come from the actual chocolate heaven. You come from the best chocolate in probably the world, and you want dairy milk, which I love, by the way. I love an Irish dairy milk is better, by the way. But I love dairy milk. But you're crazy about it.
Yeah, but that's the opposite. You love Swiss chocolate, and I love Irish chocolate. That's fair enough, isn't it?
That's fair enough, actually. Yeah, it is fair enough. But anyway, I promised you I'd bring you fruit and nut. I didn't forget. I've got 5 bars of fruit and nut for you.
Chocolate for another year now.
Well,
For the ADE.
for ADE anyway.
36.
Are you sure this chocolate is for you?
There's two. There's chocolate for you, and so take it out. I know you can't see this on the radio, but where is it? Here it is. Right. So there's 5 bars of fruit and nut. Okay.
My favorite chocolate.
Right. And I have some normal dairy milk chocolate for you. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
We need to swap.
You are
Right.
crazy.
So before we go any further, I had to give that to you. This is your chocolate treat from Ireland to Switzerland, well, via Amsterdam. But anyway, and you pull this there first. This is your Ballymaloe relish, by the way, Danny. It's 2 there for you, right? But I don't feel too bad because I asked Joe B to bring me over a record from America, okay, which was a massive favour to me. But I'm paying this forward because I brought you records from Ireland, Danny. Here's some records from Ireland. It's like a mini Christmas in October for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So these are some dance tracks that you wanted from Dublin, so I brought these for you as well. And of course, I have your T-shirts for you as well. But we'll get to that in a second. Anyway, that's the chocolate out of the way. That's the records out of the way. We're here once again, as I said, at the Herrengracht. You say it better than me. Come on, you're my vocal coach.
Herrengracht.
There you go. Herrengracht kind of cafe. But we're remembering John Cann tonight. And John was a dear friend of not only mine, as you probably know out there, listen to it, but of yours, Marco, of yours, Danny. I'm going to ask you straight out, what when you think of John Cann, what's the first thing you think of? What's your memories of John Cann, Marco?
For me, John Cann was so an amazing amazing guy, an amazing artist, really lovely guy, and he helped me a lot with my tracks, with my producing, and he was also my guest in Switzerland at the U Coffee and Bar in Switzerland. So I loved him, and yes, for us it's the most important thing to have this remember party for him together, and to have you guys here also for playing, and yes, for raising a glass for our dear John Cann.
Absolutely, and Danny, same thing. When you think of John Cann, what's your memories of John when you just think of him straight away?
Well, when I think about John Cann, it's like he moaning about a lot. I remember John was always the guy who said, this is shit, if I can say it that way.
Listen, Joe B has already swore all over the airwaves tonight. You just take it easy, but you can go for it, right?
Okay, yeah, I don't want to go too mad, but no, I mean, John was a great soul. He was always very friendly. He came to me, hey Danny, what's up? We always had a good chat together. I wasn't that close as Marco was with him, but yeah, it's just positive vibes when I think about John Cann. I was always happy when I saw him. He was an ADE standard person you always see all the years. When you came over to Amsterdam, always John Cann was here. You always saw him all the years, and so that's what reminds me the most of John Cann.
Well, it's amazing because I spent some time with John where he lived in Bradford a couple of years ago. We went out for lunch and so I happened to be over there, and it was great to spend some time away from the music scene, just hanging out, which was really special for me. But my overriding memory of John Cann when it comes to ADE is exactly what you said. He used to organise so much stuff at the ADE. I remember he'd run around Tracy Hamlin, for example. We'd be getting her gigs. I remember he was there with, I think, Daryl Dubanu, and he was organising gigs for him, and you have to bring this guy here and I have to get this guy here, and he was a big organiser. That's what I remember him being, and I think he really would have been, he would have loved the fact that we're organising something for him, you know what I mean, even though it's in his memory. So it's a really nice thing to do that we've organised this, or you guys have organised this, to remember John tonight here at the ADE, where I certainly have probably some of the best memories of John tonight. So well done, you guys, well done.
Thank you so much. Thank you again for coming. All the DJs, the artists, Alexandra is here.
Yeah, I mean, Alexandra did a great job. Alex, get in here for a minute. I know you're filming, but get in here for a minute.
Don't touch the chocolate.
Don't touch the chocolate, yeah, absolutely. Well, Alec, actually, I must say, having listened to your performance earlier, Alec, and what you were singing, even though they were your own tracks, they were sort of, I remember thinking about that, just thinking about John tonight, and there was that overtone for me in the choices you made. But what are your memories of John? When you think about John Cann, what do you think of?
I think, first of all, that he was a wonderful, warm, beautiful soul, and we shared collective passion for music, soulful music, house music, and he embodied all the values that we as a collective, share. I don't know, it's very difficult to actually talk about it, because for me, ADE, when I think about John, I immediately think ADE. So there is that bittersweet element, thinking like, he'll never be part of this anymore. In a sense, like physically he won't be here. But I think like all of us will share that memory of him here and being involved every single year and just carrying with us. So when I try to kind of think about the songs that I wanted to perform today or tonight, I was thinking about the tracks that he would have heard and known as well, apart from Fallen, because obviously that's the latest release, but everything else is something that he would be familiar with. So I just wanted to kind of take it back a little bit to those times when he was, with us, and golden times of my career, with AM to PM, because we met when My Feeling was released, and obviously that's the track I opened with.
Look, you did a great job tonight. I mean, just to hear you live is always amazing, but to do it with John in mind, I guess tonight was particularly special. So well done everybody for organising tonight. Danny, Marco, Alec for coming down and performing. I'm actually going to go on later on, and I'm going to play some John Cann music tonight, because it really struck me actually, because you had asked me, I must admit, very impromptu, will you say a few words? I was like, what? Oh, really? Okay. So I had to say a few words, right, during your set. But it did occur to me, and I was thinking about it, the way we remember people unfortunately, when they've left us physically, is if they've left behind music or art or creativity, things we can still enjoy, that is part of them. That's left behind for us. So I'm going to be playing some John Cann tracks later on, definitely some of my John Cann favourites. But we're definitely raising a glass to John tonight.
And it's true, like, you know, you can honour him through his legacy and his music as well, and that's truly special.
So look, we're here at ADE. It is the Thursday night. We still have a couple of nights to go. I know we'll all be catching up separately, but just while we were here remembering John, I just want to pull all you guys together, and thank you for doing it, by the way, and thank you, Danny, Marco, Alec, for giving your talent to just remember John. And here's to John Cann.
Here's to John Cann.
Awesome party for John Can last night, and of course aptly finishing there that segment with some classic John Can, Tasha Ray, Falling in Love, with him and DJ Spen on the mix. Kind of a more recent John Can production, and lovely. Well done, guys. Great party, and well done to everyone involved at the John Can Memorial Party here at the ADE 2025. Well, after that last night, we headed out to see our dear friend Mr. Andy Reid. He hosted his Phoenix music party at Palladium. It was amazing, but he was full in the mix when I got there, so I knew I wasn't going to have a chat with him then. I'm going to have a chat with him now. Heading down to meet Andy Reid, believe it or not, at the Hoxton. I always class you as Mr. Hoxton, Andy Reid, but we're back. Not this year, but we're back at the Hoxton.
We are at the Hoxton, but yes,
we just can't keep you away from the Hoxton.
No, it's I'm part of the furniture every ADE, so I guess I had to keep my reputation alive.
Yeah. You know, you get your stamps up for whatever, you know, you get stamped every year, I guess.
Yeah, you would think I would get a discount or something, but not the case.
Anyway, things have changed slightly. We're still at the Hoxton, just whoever's listening right now, but your party moved. We were at Palladium last night for the amazing Phoenix Music Party, and I did happen to swing by. You were in full flight when I swung by, so I didn't get really chat to you. You were locked in. It was great.
It was going pretty crazy. Everyone smashed it yesterday. I mean, the lineup was ridiculous, and you know, sometimes you got to justify when you're on at prime set time, why you're on at prime set time. So I had to show a few people I know what I'm doing.
No, you did. It was great, and actually the venue was really, really cool. It was a really nice venue. You know, more clubby than bar, even though it is technically a
I mean, it was a bar restaurant normally, but they did a good job of like clubifying it. Palladium is the venue. And we wanted to do something a little more. The Hoxton parties were great. There was more of a mixer, chat. Music was always never loud enough, not enough bottom ends. And then so we're like, you know, let's go for it. Let's step it up. Let's have a proper big system. And it was awesome. Like, so good. So humble that all, like, basically like most of the house music community rolled through. Like, it was just nuts. It was if you wanted to meet someone last night, that was your chance because everybody was there.
No, absolutely. And you're not finished yet.
No.
You have two parties tonight, and you've your Phoenix. You was last year we were calling it Phoenix Blue, but your Phoenix Soul party tomorrow night. But we get to all that. Before we do any of that, and I should have said at the very start of the interview, it's a month ago. How did I even have this out of my head? Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
It has changed your life, no doubt. Of course, baby boy, a month ago, literally probably to the day almost.
Yeah, just over a month, 19th of September.
How did you get the green light to come to ADE after all that?
My mother-in-law is a saint and came to stay with us, help my wife. And,
wow.
But baby boy number 2, home, happy, healthy, so's mom.
Excellent.
And I'm excited, but yeah, definitely got the resources to not be that guy who's like, oh, you got a new baby and the dog, and see you later, I'm going to Amsterdam.
Wow, well, you're probably getting more rest over here than you would at home, believe it or not.
Yes, but not much more. That's the crazy part.
Well, congratulations again. I know we wish you to through the route of social media, but while I see you, congratulations.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Thank you.
That's amazing news. Well, it's our kind of our yearly
chit chat.
Well, not chit chat, but our kind of review of Phoenix music. Yeah. So we do this pretty much every year. So 12 months since we did it last. How's the year been for you?
I mean, really good. Obviously, some personal things, take precedence over some things, but can't complain. We're so fortunate to work with so many talented artists and that send us just amazing records. So it makes my job really easy. And I'm fortunate that I get a lot of really good things to choose from. Of course,
there's one of them now.
Of course, my phone's ringing. No complaints. We got loads more big things coming up. And some more big artists have indicated that maybe it's time that we do some stuff. So
okay, brilliant.
We're going to see some really good records coming over the next 12 months.
Good, man. I know this is always a place for you, like me and you meeting up, and you meeting everybody else up. Good connections again this year so far. I know we're only at the Friday now, so we still got a bit of time.
Yeah, but already full swing. Like, honestly, if you want to be part of this industry and you don't come to ADE, forget it. Because this is the week to, if you're going to make connections, establish yourself as someone serious in this business, you need to be here. And that's just full stop the way it is. So, like, and even for me, I've met so many people this week that I've maybe touched base with once or twice on social media, or I played their records, and now get a chance to meet them and make that relationship and then have the opportunity to release music of these people that I like completely respect and play all their stuff. So, you know, now I can have it on my label, which is super exciting for me. So it's definitely is worth all the effort and investment to come.
So you're here for the week.
Yes.
Actually, we always talk about this. You get here a bit early. You were here on the Tuesday, were you?
Yeah, I was here on Tuesday. I always
Acclimatizing.
my jet lag day, as I call it. So, you know, just that's old man veteran move. You know, come in early, sleep off the jet lag.
Yeah, you did the right thing.
Acclimatize to the new time zone, and then good to go. Because once you get on the ground running, it's
you ain't getting off that treadmill.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm in it right now myself.
Yeah.
Okay, so playing tonight, you have the Space Disco party tonight, and you have another one. Actually, you have two tonight. You're bilocating tonight.
Yeah, 2 shows tonight for other people, which is fun. Space Disco at Q Factory. With Hitiris and all the crew.
It's a nice venue. It's a bit out of town, but it's a nice venue.
A bit out, but it's a really nice venue. So looking forward to that. And then I'm back into the ring at Bar 22 for Visions Italy with like Supernova and a bunch of other awesome Italian producers and artists and a few of us who aren't.
And then you're not quite finished on Saturday. Then we're down in the Art Hotel, which is somewhere that I'd been years ago, probably about 10 years ago. We had a little party at the Art Hotel, but it's the Arca Bar.
Arca Bar, yeah.
It's a nice lineup there as well.
Really nice lineup. That's for Phoenix Soul, so a little more deeper vocal house. But we got Mr. V,
wow,
who hasn't been at ADE in ages.
I saw him last night at the Track Source meet and greet, and I was like, "This is Mr. V, wow!" Yeah. I've never seen him at ADE.
Yeah, so we were very excited that we were able to have him.
Yeah,
and then Retied, who are amazing. Notice, Divine. And Sunana. So a really eclectic lineup, but really fun people, lots of vocals. So right up your alley.
Right up my alley, absolutely.
It's basically like a playlist of the Digital Groove.
Wow.
Will be going on, more or less, because that's what Phoenix Soul is all about. So, or Phoenix Blue, as you like.
I know, I never lived that one down.
No, it's all good.
And the more I try and get out of my brain, the more it gets
it's locked in at this point. So, but yeah.
With Phoenix Orange, Phoenix Blue, and Phoenix Black.
Phoenix Black.
Well, Phoenix Black was legit. That was actually called Phoenix Black.
Yeah, you got one right out of 3. So I'll take it though.
That's all right. Listen, how much sleep have you had? What time did you finish last night or this morning?
We finished at I got out of there like 4:30.
Wow.
So,
okay.
But I mean, it's great. It was still there were still like 50 people there at 4 in the morning, right? Still giving it. So it was, it was not a big venue, so there's still like a great vibe even at the end of the night. So fortunately, my hotel was 10 meters away, so that made it a little easier to digest.
To crawl in.
Yeah.
Well, the reason I asked that is I've tried to have a few question banks for this year's ADE, and I'm going to fling. So I'll give you a choice. You can have kind of lighthearted fun questions, or you can have the AI questions about AI.
You know what? Fuck AI. Sorry, man.
Come on, no. Everyone is swearing on this show the whole time. So
fuck AI. And you can ask me the fun questions because we want to have positivity and a good time.
Right. So we know that you've obviously had a happy event a month ago, right? Yes. So we can't use that one again. But what's something we might be surprised to learn about you outside of music? Keep it clean.
I don't even know. I'm a pretty good photographer.
Okay.
Maybe more. I'm a really good cook. I'm an absolute food nerd.
Okay, so food nerd how? You'll
Michelin.
You'll have people over to your house.
Michelin star to like awesome street food and everything in between. Like when I go to a city, like my wife and I will spend like weeks researching and like trying to find awesome spots and like spots locals go to, like not tour. Like we try to not go to touristy places. So it's and then try to find these gems. Like we went to Paris and it was the best week of food of my life, which is really easy to do in Paris. But like we went to places that, they're not on like, TripAdvisor lists or things like that. Like we really dug deep to find like really awesome places. And and I think it's weird if you ask around, I'm sure you'll find a lot of DJs who are really into cooking and really into food.
So is that in the mix, kind of in the mix, in the mixing bowl as well?
Because some of my friends, we've talked about this, but we think being a chef is like being a DJ. So
you know what? There's probably a bit of wisdom in that.
You make something for the pleasure of someone else to enjoy.
Yeah.
So their vehicle is food, our vehicle is music. But the payoff at the end is the same thing because you get fulfillment from someone else enjoying what your art form.
So your philosophy is absolutely a bang on.
Yeah, so there you go.
Well, what's your favorite thing to make then? What's your go-to?
I should have been born in Italy. I make an amazing butternut squash risotto. That I was lucky because an Italian friend of mine gave me his Nona's secret. I don't know if he's supposed to. He might get disowned from the family.
Do Italian people like it? That's the real test, isn't it?
I made it for an Italian, and I got the stamp of approval. So
I get better than that.
Yeah, no.
Okay, brilliant. Well, wow. Okay, so look, we're coming over to your house in Toronto. You're going to cook us something
anytime.
fantastic.
We'll definitely eat well. Life's too short for bad food.
Okay, do you have a guilty pleasure song you secretly love?
Oh,
the more offenses, the better, probably.
I'm trying to think of I listen to so much house music and everything else. It's so, the weird thing is I often to get away from it. I listen to sports podcasts and stuff like that.
That is a guilty pleasure you listen to, I guess.
Not really a guilty pleasure, but you know what? My wife would say I love sappy diva love songs
like Celine Dion.
No, like a little more cooler than that.
Okay.
Anne Marie or
okay,
or always got a bunch of Beyonce on my playlist.
Okay, that's all right.
But not the upbeat stuff, all the Halo and all the sad ones. It's oh, you're listening to your sad songs again. Okay, I just like good singing, so I guess that's it.
I'll give you a better. This is an easier one for you to answer, right? What new producers are you excited about right now?
Oh God, well,
that should be easy.
There's a bunch of them at my party last night.
Exactly. There you go. I
knew
it'd be easy.
I was fortunate enough to met Capri, who's blowing up right now. Just had that big record. He had Got the Funk with Low Steppa. That was the big defected track of the summer. Ruse J back making killer shit. I mean, he's not really new, but he's kind of took a break and he's come back in full force. And then, the list goes on. Milton Shadow, I just did a record with. French producer, wicked disco, very much in that 2000, early aughts, French disco house. Just
love it.
Happy, fun, dance floor stuff. So, and then a lot of the artists we're releasing on Phoenix are up-and-coming guys.
I knew it'd be a good question because you do champion up-and-coming artists.
We do,
so you know this one, right? You know this question.
Yeah, so, the biggest thing, look at a lot of the names you may not recognize on our label, but there's a reason they're on there. And if you start digging and seeing what they're doing, not just with us, but with other really reputable labels, you're going to find some really gem producers who really are doing some cool stuff. So
you can say cool shit.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm trying
Every single interview so far has swore, so it's that's another thing.
I'm usually a complete trucker mouth on these things, but I guess I'm feeling like I want to be family friendly. Maybe because I just had a baby, I'm all in.
Absolutely.
Tone it down with the foul language.
You have to, absolutely. Well, look, I'll give you another good one, right? What's one memory from a past ADE that sticks with you?
Probably the very first year, the first year we did a party here at the Hoxton. Our first year in 2019 with Todd Terry, and it was our first big ADE thing, and it was absolutely off the charts. The room was packed, every MK was here, it was insane, and it was just wall to wall. Everybody was losing their shit, and it was just so good, and it really set the tone for us and kind of established ourselves as a presence at ADE, and we've kind of built from there. So. Without that event, we probably wouldn't be where we're at now. So that for me will always stand out.
Okay, proper magazine question. Is there anyone on your dream list you haven't worked with yet?
Oh, yeah. Hundreds of people.
Who's top of the list?
Oh, top of the list? Maybe right now, Low Steppa.
Okay, he's knocking around.
And we're mates, and you are, yeah. And
that's a doable one.
It's you know what? To be honest, I'm very fortunate. Most of these are doable. I would love to do something with him. I've been harassing Mark Elise for a couple of years, because I'm a big fan of his stuff. The list goes on and on. I would love to do something with someone like MK, who's one of the reasons I got into house. Burning was one of the first vinyls, the first 5 vinyls I ever bought. So that would be insane. But he's so beyond what we're doing that's never gonna happen. But, I've worked with some of the best in the game. I did 10 years of releases with Todd Terry, David Penn, Kasim, the list goes on and on.
Yeah, you've ticked off a lot on that list, I'm sure.
There's a lot of years, we've been very lucky. So, it's more, we're in a stage now where we're sort of established enough that these sort of bigger guys want to do something with us, because it's also like they respect what we're doing, and it's kind of, you know, we're also at a level that makes sense, where it's not like they're doing us a favor, or, you know, like we have to bend over backwards to be like, please, please, please. It's more like, no, I like your label, I play a lot of your releases, it makes sense for me to be on your label. So, you know, I'm very grateful that we've been able to build up to that point. And now I get to, you know, work with these guys just as peers and colleagues, and it's really cool. So.
Well, one thing I wanted to do with this year's ADE is make sure that you and everyone else that we love and respect and enjoy know that we love and respect and enjoy you, okay? Because we've had some sad events happen over the last, well, since the last ADE, put it that way, and even in more recent times. And, you know, it's all great to look back on things and go, oh, everyone's great, people are great, but we need to tell you you need to tell people we think they're great when they're here. So,
absolutely.
Thanks so much for everything you do.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much for releasing all this amazing music, making all this amazing music.
And same to you.
No, seriously.
No, same to you, though. We need more radio shows and people out there doing this kind of media and support of what we do on the label and the artist side. A lot of them don't put the work like someone like yourself, Niall, puts in. And you need to know that people like me have the utmost respect for people like you, because we need your help to help us, and not enough people put the time or the effort in like you do, and so much respect to you.
Well, mutual respect. Well, honestly, I'm making a point of it. I'm making a point of everyone, and you know, I really mean it. You know, thank you. We love you. We think you're brilliant. You know, you've done such amazing work, not only with your music you make, but the music you release and the scene, and it's really valued and really appreciated and noticed. So thank you very much.
And I just wrote a very sappy post on Instagram thanking everyone who was at the Phoenix party last night.
But we need to do it.
So I'm doing the same thing.
We need to do it. We need to do it.
It's appreciation week. So.
No, it is, because, you know, I do think, and I know it's quite trite, but we do tend to, I always thought it was an Irish thing, but I think it's just a human thing. We tend to look back sometimes and go, oh, they were great, and they were, and whoever, you know, I'm talking about, you know what I mean. But we need to do it while we can do it, right?
And you know what, it means a lot to everyone, so I think it's a great thing. And I always try to make a point to be really thankful to all the people that I work with, because they don't have to. There's no obligation. They could choose to be with anybody. And the fact that someone chooses to share their art with you is a powerful thing, and you should be really appreciative of that. And I think sometimes people lose sight of that. So I agree with you. I think it's important to let people know.
Definitely. Okay, I'm going to give you a really quick, because I know you're busy today and you've got two parties to play later on. I'm going to give you a quick fire, one answer round, okay? 10 questions. Clubs or festivals?
Club.
Sunset or closing set?
Ooh, sunset.
USB or vinyl?
Okay, we were having this conversation yesterday. It's all USB now. I did vinyl. My back doesn't want to carry records anymore.
Your back says no to vinyl.
My back says no, I'm old.
Studio all night or after party all night?
Studio all night, for sure.
Wow, and you've been up since till 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, but sometimes, you know, you do a killer show and the inspiration
exactly.
is just flowing.
Okay, I get it. All right. Stroopwafel or bitterballen?
Stroopwafel, but I'm a sucker for sweets, so.
Put it over your cup of tea. That's the trick, apparently.
Yeah. Well, yeah, coffee for me.
Headphones, brand of choice?
I love my current headphones. They don't make anymore. V-Modas, I love them, but I think they got bought by Roland. And I think they went out of business, which sucks, because they had the best headphons.
You got to take care of them.
Yeah. And I had a pair stolen last year, so
that's right.
I'm on my last pair.
Remember that? Oh my God! I was going to. Thank God I didn't ask your worst ADE memory.
We don't need to talk about that. It's a done deal. It's all good.
All right, drop the bass or build a melody.
Oh, that's a tough one. But I mean, drop the bass.
It's a bit of both, isn't it? Really?
I mean, well, you build the melody to drop the bass, so
they go hand in hand.
You can't have one without the other.
There's no right answer to that. All right. Favorite emoji you overuse?
Oh God, fire, flame emoji, Phoenix, which are always fire. So
that was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Okay, final one. ADE in one word. One word. ADE.
Magical.
Andy, thank you so much for chatting to us. It's our obligatory chat every year. I can't believe we're back in the Hoxton, but at the same time you're spreading your Phoenix wings.
Spreading the wings.
Spreading the Phoenix wings, you know, and in other venues, which is brilliant, and it's great to see, because it's, you know, getting obviously more and more bigger. I mean, it was bigger last night.
It was awesome, and thank you for being a part of our community.
No, I love it. And we were going to get you to play a track. I was going to say your guilty pleasure, like Beyonce. We're going to play Halo, whatever. But come on, you pick.
Oh God!
It's not going to be your guilty pleasure.
No. What do we see? We just had. Now you're putting me on the spot of like.
You can answer all the hard questions.
You know what? It was unfortunate that one of our our mutual friends, one of our great artists, Sub Skalski, wasn't able to come this year. We just did a track with Carla Prather.
Oh, I love that record. I know that.
No One But You. It's amazing. Just came out in September. It's an awesome vocal house record. And it was sad that Seb wasn't able to join us this year. He's supposed to play at the Phoenix Soul Party. So we should give him a shout out because he's an awesome guy, and hopefully he'll be back next year.
Definitely. I haven't seen Seb in a few years. I'd like to see him as well myself. That's a great record.
Thank you.
We shall spin it. Right, Andy, listen, enjoy tonight. I will be in and out. I will see you somewhere later on, no doubt. And the voice held up. It's all good. We got it in the bag. Great to see you.
All right.
Oh
I don't need any excuse to have to go to a record store. You know what, to be honest with you, Danny Coleman's been asking me, and Samo have been asking me to go record shopping with them. I'm too busy. I'm genuinely too busy. The day, believe it or not, the Wednesday, missing the Wednesday has left me running and chasing people and trying to get all this done for you to listen to tonight. However, I've come up with a weird compromise in my own mind anyway. I am heading to a record store, and I'm heading to a record store now. It's a very good reason. This was high up on my list of things to go to at the ADE this year. It's a record store that, believe it or not, I've never been to, so I'm curious to see what it's like. But it sounds amazing, and the party sounds amazing, and the event sounds amazing. It is a shop called Killer Cuts here in Amsterdam. And what's happening? Well, King Street are hosting, and Armada are hosting an event in the shop which will see Barbara Tucker perform Most Precious Love, which, believe it or not, is 20 years old this year. It was released 20 years ago. Barbara will be down commemorating that, talking about it, telling you the history about it, the story about it, and there will be a very limited edition, 12-inch pressing, and she's going to be signing some. I'm going to see, can I get her to sign one to give away to you listening out there. Okay, that's part of my modus operandi of going down here. I need to talk to Barbara on the show tonight. Not sure if we'll do it here, but I'm definitely going down to hear the performance. I want to capture it for you guys to hear as well, because you got to hear the history of this immense track that, even if you know nothing about house music, it's a track that has been so familiar to you, I'm sure, over the last 20 years. It's called Most Precious Love by Blaze and Barbara Tucker. UDAUFL featuring Barbara Tucker. It is called Most Precious Love. You know it well. 20 years old. I'm heading down there now to check it out. Well, this looks pretty cool. I've just arrived here at Killer Cuts. I'm trying to be a little bit discreet because there's a lot of people here, not only record digging, but waiting for Barbara Tucker to get things started. She is here. I've just seen the records are here. I've got to make sure I nab one of them. As I say, I'm going to try and get her to sign it. I'm going to give it away on the radio if we can. But anyway, she's about to get going. Let's turn this up and let's get you involved. This is what the ADE show is all about. It's about giving you a little bit more than just accounts. It's letting you hear exactly what happens at the ADE, and this is a prime ADE moment.
Yes, Killer Cuts. Give it up for St. Lucas, who's just taken us through the last hour. Wonderful selection of King Street classics. We now have the legendary DJ Spen finishing off the afternoon for us in style. And Barbara is going to take on a performance of a brand new Most Precious Love remix. And take us out of the afternoon in a beautiful way.
Testing, one. Don't you just love house music? Oh my goodness, this is a good waking up for me as I just kind of woke up. And to just come out to hear some house music. House music, as Kevin Hedge would say, is a spiritual thing. It really is. It started off that way. You know, it's interesting because I would say 99% of house singers come right out to church. It's like that's our induction into the world of music. And so when you hear the vocalist and the spirited sound of the singer, you just can't help. No inhibitions. Like, I can't stand like this. I'm like, hey, I'm feeling the spirit of not just the vibration and the resonance of the singer, but I'm also hearing the lyrics and feeling to believe and get lifted. And before we even start, I want to give a shout out again to first King Street because it starts off with a vision, a dream, and Hisa had a vision and a dream as he went to the Paradise Garage and jamming with all this music that Larry Levan would play, and people would lose their mind. I don't want to say lose their soul, but lose their mind to the songs. And he went home and had a vision of creating this music, and he knew everyone. And the producers and the remixers and the singers that were a part of this tapestry of house music are all amazing. I'm happy to have been a part of it. I'm here. December will make 41 years of me being in the music industry. My first recording was Set It Off, Colloquian 4 on Just Born Records in December of '85. I'll never forget us standing there and it's snowing and the window from the wall from the ceiling to the floor and just singing and looking out on a snowy day in New York City. But I want to secondly thank Amada because their vision of keeping house music alive. Many people who have labels even right now might not know the history of house music, but to keep it alive and not let the labels or the songs die out and nobody knows the history, you guys are amazing. And to do a 20 years of Most Precious Love by this awesome Fierce. And I know her very well from Ibiza. Sometimes I would go to hear her set, and she's one with the music, so one with the sound, how she connects that finger to that 12-inch or to that USB to make the people come alive. Am I rapping or something here? I feel like I'm rhyming. That's a writer, the writer in me. So thank you again, Sam Divine. You turned this track out. When I sing this version, it's so spiritual. It really is. Many people don't even know the original Precious Love by Blaze, Kevin Hedge, and Josh Milan. It's a slower down tempo. It's very spiritual. And then, of course, Dennis doing his thing, right? And then you come along with this. You gave it life again. And I thank you for giving this life again. And I love performing it with you when we're in Ibiza doing our thing. I just want to give my life to God all over again with this. Amen and ashe. So we're going to let DJ Spin. Baltimore is up in the house. Do his thing. Now, Spin, right quick, how long you been in the business?
43 years.
Wow. You got to put some respect on that. He could have gave up. He could have said, no, this music is going in another direction. But he stayed the course. He has quantized quantized and unquantized records, and he's keeping the music alive on his own label at the same time and bringing up a lot of artists. And I'm also happy to be a part of that. I just like to sing. I like to get the message of hope, love, inspiration out to the people through the song. That's why I'm here. I'm just a vessel of this, but I'm also a club head. I am house too. So we're going to let you jam with some of the King Street cuts. Hope you enjoy them. And of course, we have Most Precious Love. Please get your copy so my finger can sign something. Big shout out to Joe B, who was down with King Street from the beginning, that tall young man right there. Now he is my label manager of the B-Star Music Group. Thank you, Joe, for all you do. I never want to forget who you are. Joe B, King Street Records, and he also works with Crystal Waters, I Am House Records as well. Peace and love. Let's have some fun now. All right. All right, y'all, here we go. Precious Love, Sam Divine, Barbara Tucker, King Street, still alive, y'all. Stand in the dark. It's okay, they know I can sing. I'm searching for something to fulfill my heart. Lost and so alone, looking for a place to call my home. Woo! Precious love. Oh, so spiritual, under pressure. Inside me, it was inside of me. Precious love. precious love. I'm so glad, I'm so glad I was lost, but now I'm found. For the spirit of love was inside of me. I'm so glad that I found it. See, and nobody understands until you're out for this love. Take the hand of the spirit, of the spirit. I found the love. Say what? A precious love, yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't hear you. Precious love inside of me, so deep inside of me. I once was lost, hey, but now I'm found, hey. He placed my feet on solid ground. Precious love, I found the most precious love. See, I found it, and it was inside of me. Precious, I thank you. Oh, see, I found it. It was inside of me all this time, all this time, all this time. Oh, I said that late one Friday night, me and down on my knees. Hey, I asked the Lord to help me please. Greater love to a greater love, a greater love to a greater love, a greater love to a greater love. Precious love, precious love, inside of me. Said it was inside of me, it was inside of me, it was inside of me. Love was inside of me, love was inside of me. All this time. Yeah, come on, Spin. Spin, you spinning? Again, this is Precious Love, y'all. Please go out and support it. The 20-year Precious Love. King Street, Amada. Thank you, Ollie and the crew, all of you from Amada. Thank you, King Street. Same thing, right? I can't even tell who's, like, you can't imagine Amada on one side of the room and King Street on the other side. So they're all one, y'all. Awesome track, produced originally, Blaze again. Hey! Kevin Hadds and Josh Milan, and they are the writers of this song. Hey! I was lost, hey, deep inside, hey, see I was lost, he made a way, now, see I was lost, deep inside, he made a way, see I was lost, and now I'm found in love, and now I'm found, this love is lost, but now I'm found, hey. But then that is it was inside. Love was inside. And you know that's Dennis Ferrer doing that, right? Y'all know that's his boy, right? Hey, hey, and the precious love inside of me. Precious love, yeah. One day I was lost, but now I'm found. I was lost and so lost. in the wrong places. You ever look for love in the wrong place? But the real love is inside of you. Hey, hey. One day I met the one inside of me, who was the only one who understood my need. All of my lonely days seem like a memory. The more precious love inside of me. Precious love, I found it, I found it, I found it. It was a precious love, it was inside of me. Hey, a precious love deep inside of me. See, it brought me to my knees. It was a precious love in me. All this time, it was inside of me. All of this time, a precious love. You ready to drop something? You ready to drop something, Spin? Precious love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, precious, precious love. Now, Lisa, I want you to do something with me. Call and response. This is Lisa Rudy, singer-songwriter. Watch this. Oh, I'm gonna say it, you say it. Pressure, 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 pressure inside of me, it's pressure, 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 pressure inside of me, pressure, Lisa Rudy, y'all. We're always singing together. Precious. Give me some harmony. Precious love. Take the top. Oh, precious, precious love. Oh, precious, precious love. Hey, come on, y'all. Put 'em up, put 'em up. Hey, put 'em up, put 'em up. Hey, yeah. Put 'em up, put 'em up. Hey. Say what? All right, I think I'm finished for now. Okay, love you all. Love you all. House music, house music. We are family. House music is one big family. Some of us been here 43 years and some of us 41. We still here, y'all. Please. If you see my grave, it gotta say, I am house music. Thank you, Sam Divine. Love you.
The world's biggest electronic music conference. The Digital Groove does ADE.
Barbara Tucker, lovely to do this again. We've kind of made this a bit of an annual event.
Yes,
but,
Neil. It's so good to see you here, even in the rain.
Even in the rain. Well, I was going to ask you the secret to keeping your voice in pristine condition, but I can tell everybody, and I'm trying it too, because I've got a bit of voice this morning.
Okay.
It's ginger, lemon.
If I made this, I would have not just ginger and manuka honey or raw honey, because regular honey is fake. It's things added to that. I would have a cinnamon stick. I would have little cayenne pepper. I would have a little black pepper to activate it. I would have turmeric in there as well.
That sounds like a busy milkshake.
No, this is for your immune system. Definitely.
Let's bring it back to yesterday. I was watching you perform yesterday. It was to do with 20 years of Most Precious Love. We were down in Killicuts with DJ Spen. You even got Sam Divine to sing with you yesterday.
Of course, because she and I, and big shout out to Sam Divine, who was contracted to do the remix of Precious Love, and she did a wonderful, wonderful job. And she's just a special woman. And anytime that she's around and we sing, she plays, we sing together.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like a Sam Divine secret. She's a singer in the background as well. Yeah. Brilliant. Okay. But I was wondering how does Barbara do this? I mean, you were on the Disco Express on Thursday. You've been singing yesterday. You're singing tonight. You're singing all the time. How do you keep the voice? I'm talking and I can't keep the voice together.
Get your rest. You must get your rest. Keep your throat. Like I just saw someone here. They had a what do you call this? Like a cow nicky thing on their neck. My mother always said heat escapes from your head, and your throat you must keep warm. So I know sometimes men don't like to wear hats. Then they're the first to get sick if you don't have on a hat. You gotta have a hat on. Keep the heat in. The immune system, of course. That is that tea concoction, or sometimes just walking around eating ginger, but also most important, if I know I'm going to do a show, I'm doing a vocal workout.
Now, you got a big Lifetime Achievement Award here. Was it yesterday? Day before yesterday, right, okay.
Yes. Look, my voice might be awake, but my brain sometimes. Georgie's like, the day before.
He doesn't even know what day it is.
I'm just showing up. I never know. I can still see myself recording with Telequian Floor in Manhattan on a rainy day, and we were in the penthouse type situation. It was raining, and we were doing Set It Off. Set It Off. Y'all want this?
So what year was that?
December 85.
85. So, wow, 41 years. I'm trying to think of what age I was in 85. I was probably about seven years of age.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, so tell us about the award. So you got a Lifetime Achievement Award. Did it tie in with that in particular?
It was a legend.
Even better.
Because I don't remember lifetime. I don't remember that word. But anyway, it's good to be acknowledged for the work that you've been here. In our community, sometimes they think we're limited to 3 people, 3 DJs, 3 singers. You see the same names all the time. And sometimes you were here before them, but you're putting in the work. So I don't really concentrate on that, because once you know your assignment, you're not looking for the accolades from the world, but you're looking for the Most High to say, well done, my good and faithful servant. I entrusted this gift of music, of creativity, of the art of it, of the business to you. And I'm pointing my hand at Georgie Porgie, because that's what he does. And you're on assignment. Not again to they said I'm the number one. Oh, I know, they love me. But for your music to have an impact on the world, for hope, to move them to their greatness, to inspire them to live and to create and so on.
Well, I think 41 years doing your thing is always going to have anniversaries coming up. So we 30 years of Deep Inside 2 years ago. We've 20 years of Most Precious Love pretty much at this ADE, and we celebrated that yesterday. Now, we'll get to that a little bit later when we chat, because we have a copy of this to give away on vinyl, the 20th edition, with brand new mixes on it. But it's such an iconic track. Everybody out there listening, no matter how much they know the music, will know this record. But what do you think it is about Most Precious Love that continues to connect with people all around the world 20 years later?
Can I say this? Bishop Jordan, that's my spiritual covering, said your network determines your net worth. I realize being in this business so long, you can have the fiercest song, and your song is, your friends all love it, your community loves it, but if you have no marketing, no branding behind it, no push behind it, I think like we did it was an album. It was House Artists United. It was about a fundraiser that we were doing for AIDS, on King Street Records. There were 6 songs on that. A lot of people don't know it was a whole project. You had Alternate Tay, Joy Caldwell, Byron Stingley, Kenny Bobrian, Arnold Jarvis, and myself, again for King Street. But that's the only record that did what it's doing. And I'm not saying it's because I was on it. So you have Joe B, right, who's like, oh, I like this record, because nobody really heard it's like an R&B dance version. It's a smooth groove, Precious Love. No one really heard that. So he connects with Dennis Ferrer, who they were really close, and Dennis Ferrer does that doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. He does that mix. From there, Dennis takes it to Simon Dunmore for Defected, because Glitterbox wasn't alive yet. And from there, it blows up. That's the network. Because when it's connected and when certain people touch a project, it's going to move. It's going to move. And Simon carries a lot of weight with Defected and that UK sound. Remember, this is coming off of America. So everything that's done in America not necessarily hits overseas. So it's almost like I was an adopted child over in the UK, and from there it spread. And so when Simon puts his people on the bandwagon to do remixes, and those names have names, and that's how it spreads. Granted, if Precious Love was remixed by Joe Blow on the corner, you wouldn't have heard it.
Yeah.
But Sam Divine, who has a massive following, so shout out to the network. So you have to move intentionally in music if you want your music to do something. What Amada did through King Street, or King Street did through Amada, is go to a record store and do a promotion behind that. And that was a wonderful thing, a great idea. This is not a game. So the business heads of the creative ones have to move like that. If you're working with labels and management or whomever who is not coming to play games, and hey, look, I spent money getting here, I'm doing this, all of this going around, then you need to get where people are going to push what you do. Because you can't do it all, right, Sam? You can't do it all. So you need a team.
Well, was there a time you realised, wow, this is going back now to 20 years ago, this has become an absolute global anthem? When did you realise this is bigger than bigger?
I didn't realize, and I still don't realize.
No, really?
Yeah, I'm just here. It's doing what it's doing. We need to be, if it's this big, we need to be on radio. We need to be doing videos. You know when a song is big, you're seeing these out more in territories that you haven't been. That's what you got to do. It's easy to be a star in your own block.
Well, we literally celebrated 20 years yesterday. As I said, I was down at the Killer Cuts events. You heard a little bit of that there on the show, which was amazing. But you've signed everyone's copy, he was there, but you signed a copy for us on the radio.
Yes. So we're looking for that winner. We are looking for
Okay, so
winner.
I want a Barbara Tucker super fan to win this, genuinely, right? I want a proper Barbara Tucker fan to win this. I was going to ask you for your B-Star earrings as well, but,
It's the only one.
we can't ask you for them. But I need you to think of a question. We can come back to it if you want, but I need you to think of an appropriate Barbara Tucker related question that the right person is going to win this.
Okay, we gave a little answer, but what is the first track that Barbara Tucker did, and what is the first 3 tracks that Barbara Tucker recorded?
Wow.
If I'm here going on 41 years, there's got to be history here. What are the first 3 records that Barbara recorded?
Okay, that's going to be a tough one, Barbara, I have to admit, but look, there you go. That's
Because one time this person says to me about beautiful people, they said, "Oh, I really like your song, Beautiful People. Are you going to record some more songs?" I might. Or if I get up to sing, someone will say something like, "Have you ever considered recording? You really have a good voice." I said,
What do you say to those people? Thank you. All right.
You just say, "Wow, I never kind of thought of that. Maybe."
Well, look, we'll put that question out. So get working on that. I'm going to give you obviously a little bit of time. We'll stick it up on Instagram as well. But you can win untouched copy. It is not even played yet, but it is signed by Barbara Tucker, and I have the pictorial evidence to prove it as well. So, Barbara, thank you very much for doing that for us. Now, just before we get to it, because Sam Karlson is with us as well, I want to talk to you guys about the District Express and tonight and all those kind of things.
Okay.
But, Barbara, I saw this before I came, and you actually have a physical copy, and I have it in my hand here.
Yes.
People can't see it, but it's Music Industry 101, Classes in Session, Balancing Your Way Through the Music Industry, written by Miss Barbara Tucker.
Yeah.
And this is a book you have, and it looks like it's an industry
really
instruction manual, right?
I don't want to say an instruction manual. We know what you need to do technically in the industry. You sometimes you don't know the team that you need. Sometimes you don't understand the relationship that you should have or you shouldn't have. There's a decorum about being in studios or meeting industry people. There's a way to move in the industry with your eye open with a smile. Not just, I'm here, my breast is out, I have really hot mini skirts on and stuff. So when you set that visually for producers or engineers in studios, their mind is already off music. When I go in the studio, I'm usually in sweats, have no makeup on, maybe a hoodie on, because my thing is I'm not here to smooth with you. I'm not here to flirt with you. I'm here to create with you. Let's get down in this. Testimonies from other artists, and this is good. What the testimonies are about is there's a point in our life as artists that we said, F this, I don't want to be a part of this happened or that happened, but then something inside of you said, don't give up. What was that? What was that moment? Why did you stay in this game? And these testimonies are really good.
Okay, so testimonies from who? Who's featured in it?
Let me open up the book
for
you. Janah Saunders, who we got? Testimonies, Life Will Test You, I like that. Georgie Porgie's in here, Julie McKnight is in here. She's like, I didn't conform, I created, and that's in chapter 17, which is tips and tools and testimonies. Who else do we have? Brian Chambers from the UK, Jason Walker, he's a recording artist and writer, and I think this is Dawn Tolman's in here. You have all these artists, Peyton, Christopher, and because people need to hear this from other artists.
Yeah, wow.
Their story, their experience.
So where can this book be got? Amazon, the usual?
Yes,
yourself
Amazon, Barbara Tucker. Again, it's Music Industry 101, Balancing Your Way Through the Industry, Classes in Session. My main point is when you have these feelings, these sounds, these creative moments, did you ever think of where it comes from? I think the Most High, the Creator, seeds that into you. I think before you came to this earth that you came with an assignment, what you would do. If you have a child and that child is always drawing and sketching and writing, that's a clue to what they're called to do. If you have a song, a child like a Prince said when he was 5 years old, he had written all these songs. Your child's don't just say, oh, they're always making up songs. No, they're creating. It's within them. And henceforth, he grows up to be one of the top-selling artists.
Yeah, absolutely. But it is a God-given thing in you, I think, and it just has to come out, right?
Yes, and then my last thing is, even with this book, it lets you know that everybody needs a coach or a mentor. You cannot do this alone. Someone has to say, okay, I see what you're doing. Okay, maybe if you go this way, you'll be on a more straighter path than this one that has a little bumps and bruises going that way. That's a coach. A manager sometimes can manipulate, well, no, I think that you should sing this song. This will be greater or whatever. And that's a manipulation. because you're the artist. You don't tell me what I'm to sing, because you're not in here that I'm feeling it. So if anything, he's just there to make sure that the network is coming to me. The coach is helping you get and reach your goal. How can I help you?
So who mentored you coming up?
I have a couple.
You got to name check people who've really helped you along this journey in 41 years.
Look, I have a spiritual mentor. His name, and he's a coach, also a spiritual coach. Within that core, it's Bishop Ebenar Jordan. Then we have Antoinette Harris, and then we have Cynthia Clark. These are therapists, life coach, minister, preachers. So that's my spiritual side. Music-wise, I have Dr. Glenn Sweetie G. Toby, who is a life coach, who is a TEDx talker. He also was co-manager years ago with LL Cool J. He does it all. He's just amazing. I don't take too much of his time. When he hits me, it's always nuggets. I always have a pen. Nuggets, and he's spiritual too. But I also have Georgie Porgie. Georgie and I have known each other since the 90s. I want to say about 93, and I watch him from a distance, and I like the way he moves. He is this vanilla chocolate in the midst of a whole chocolate patch, and he's so strong and powerful. He doesn't see color, but people are drawn to him because of his wisdom, and he has the longest house label to date.
Wow.
Yeah, consistently. Even though there might be your defected glitterbox nervouses, Georgie is the one who was there from day one and consistently there.
Now, you guys were performing at a party on Thursday night that I couldn't make because it left from a train station and I couldn't get on at a different stop.
You would have loved it.
I would have loved it. It was made for me. Trains, house music, my favourite DJs, my favourite performers, but I missed it. But you were there. Yeah. Sam, you were there as well. Sam Karlson with us here as well as we're having our chat. But tell me about it. Tell me about it. What happened with this? This was this Disco Express, actual express train.
Well, I'll start it, and then
right.
I'm going to pass it to Sam because he's the one who brought me into this through Disco Express Records. We've worked on a couple of songs together. He became a brother to me in this industry. So I didn't realize until maybe the day before, wow, I'm going to be on a train for 4 hours. Will I get off? How do you do this? What's going on? But I got on the train there with, I'm not sure, 3 different styles or 2 different styles of music. I don't know how many styles there were, but we were in the disco carriage. We had also our own bar in the next carriage. Next to that, we had like a restaurant section. And then after that, so this is 4 carriages that we had. We walked down 3 or 4 steps, and it's our green room, which was actually pink. But the disco, like the soft changing lights, and the music was cool. It wasn't too blasting. We can hear what the DJ's doing, and it's still mellow, and we can still dance there. And the people in the front dancing on the dance floor.
Have you ever done anything like that before? I mean,
no. Okay, Sam Karlson, tell him about the disco train.
To be honest, the atmosphere was really special because the people realizing that they were living a unique time life experience. So, it brought a special atmosphere. Absolutely. The people understand, right? You can see in the eyes that they're living something special, partying in a train. You know what I mean?
And it's like it's sort of almost like an adage, like you're on a train, you can't get off. You're locked into that party, so you're committed. You're
stuck with the groove.
Yeah, stuck with the groove. That's cute. But the good thing about it, there were 2 stops that were made so people can get off and they smoke.
Okay, your smoke breaks. Wow.
Look, only two. Because at one point you were like, well, why did we stop? And then you saw people outside and getting a little ear because it was. Let me tell you something. The windows were all steamed up.
I saw photographs of it, and I didn't want to see photographs of it because then I had the FOMO, and I was like, this is what I missed out on. But the photographs looked absolutely incredible. I think Stacey Kidd had the photos up.
Yes. It went by too fast. It went by because I'm like, it's over already? Right when you're thinking 4 hours, and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
But then it was like, it's over already?
Big shout to Tom and all the Disco Express crew to had the idea to organize this kind of things.
But there's also a company behind that because
50 Hertz or something.
Yeah.
Yes, and I was speaking to his Rich, which was a shock to me. The guy who engineered the B Crew in New York What are you doing here on the train? Rich was on the train. He was engineer.
Rich is a DJ for the Disco Express.
He's a DJ. Well, we know him as an engineer. As an engineer. Remember Rich?
Yes, of course. I know Rich.
Log Cabin.
Yes.
He was on the train.
Hanging or DJing?
He's a part of the crew.
He's a part of the crew.
He's a part of 40 Hertz, and he said I think he said they do it in Chicago, they do it in LA. So speak with him because maybe you could do a disco train
in Chicago.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. Wow.
Oh, that's Georgie Porgie, everybody.
Georgie, welcome back. We have the dart train in Dublin. We could do disco dart in Dublin. I think we'll try and get that going for some time in the future. But anyway, that's amazing, right? Absolutely brilliant. I wanted to hear about that. Okay. Sam, that's great as well to hear that because you were there, you played as well, and it's great to meet you at ADE. You've played so much of your music on the programme as well. But we're also involved tonight, and Georgie's after joining us. Georgie Porgie's after joining us tonight. It's happening literally probably in a couple of hours, if not even a couple of hours. We're here for the Love House.
10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay. Well, we better get going. But yeah, it's the third installment of Love House, I think, tonight. Is that right?
Yes. We are very excited to have our third annual with my BT, my sister. We've been doing it and very excited about it. We really bring together wonderful talent from around the world, people that bring a different type of energy to a room. We don't do the typical party. It's all about the energy. The energy has to lift. We do not sit here silent. This is not a silent party. Many people get up and do not touch a microphone the whole 6 hours. It's a separation of you're there, we're here, listen to our music and have a good day. No, that's not how it works. You have to learn to, we're going back to, and we're not reinventing the wheel. We're just going back to the roots, which is to refuse the industry, the people with the DJ, with everything. This whole silent stuff is not working. It's just not. And I have proof beyond proof. We're not going to go down the road of all the proof that I have, but you can't just keep on putting the DJ up there. I'll just give you one small proof. There's a beautiful place in Brooklyn, and it's called the Brooklyn Monarch. And they used to do this same old thing, which is we're going to put the DJ up there, we're going to have bigger pyro, and nobody's going to talk to anybody, and nobody's going to sing, and nobody's up there. They just filed for bankruptcy of $150 million. It does not work. It does not work. The Mirage, yeah, Brooklyn Mirage. Yes. It does not work. And we have to, and my thing is, we have to change it. We have to stop being in this industry where we keep on going in and keep on doing the same thing. Repeating the same thing, expecting a different outcome is
insanity. Yes, indeed.
And we as an industry have gone to insane places. We're just insane now. Yeah. We think that everything that we keep on doing because the other person, I just got to get 300,000 likes on it. No, you don't. We have to change it. And what we're doing with the Love House, and I'm touring it. I just got back from Australia. I walked in the room, somebody opened up, then we came on. The energy switched in 2.2 seconds to the point. In minutes, they were like, please do not leave. And you will see it today, where you'll see myself or Barbara or, whether she's here or I'm here, connect with the people, talk to them. Well, Sam is going to be on. He's going to do it. He's going to do a phenomenal job. It doesn't take away what Sam does, but we need to infuse it even further. Why not? Last night I played across the street, and in the middle of the set, Jason was jumping up and down. I said, "Come up here," and he went up on the mic, which Barbara does all the time. This is nothing new. We're not reinventing the wheel. The problem is we need to do more of it because it's been pushed back so hard in the industry. They have pushed it out. Yes, and I'm as a DJ and a singer. And I remember I started as a DJ. A lot of people don't have an idea that, I was on BMX, one of the original house stations that really, really launched this whole thing. I was on there with a very, very high rating in the whole 9 yards. So I'm not coming from a place of like, but the DJs this. No, I understand it from both sides. And then I was blessed to be able to go out and sing and have a hit records and do that too, which I still do. The difference is, one has decided, when I say one side, which is the DJ side, has decided, no, we don't need them anymore. And you're destroying it because the crowd loves it. Yes. We need to infuse the live thing into it. So that's what we do here. Now, today's just a sampling of it because we're at ADE. But when we blow it out all the time, we take it on road, there's live percussionists, live, I want to take it to a point it becomes Cirque du Soleil meets.
Wow, okay.
I want Barbara to come out of the ceiling.
Hello.
It's just
You okay with coming out to see them?
Look, I worked with Manumission once at what was that? It was that Privilege, the old Privilege, and they had me coming down these narrow steps, and then by the time I got to the end of the stage, they had 4 guys carrying me in a chair and all. I'm like, what the? But I have come out the ceiling too.
Listen,
like,
it sounds
strap me
fantastic.
in.
It sounds fantastic. Well, that's what we got to look forward to tonight. Sam, I know you're playing tonight as well. And where else have you been playing across ADE? I know we mentioned the Disco Express.
I play for Test the Music, a Polish label yesterday.
with Louis.
Really cool guys. And I played for guys named Fro. They organized their first party there. They are the front row super fan of Glitterbox Defected, so they knows me through my residence for Glitterbox. And they're here, like, they go to every festival. They go to Hyatt Ibiza for Glitterbox. And this year at ADE, they decided to throw their first party. And so all the Glitterbox and Defected fans were there. It was really, really nice. Yeah.
Brilliant.
This is one of our other DJs who'll be here.
We met the other day, didn't we?
Yeah, Kavita. Varo.
Yes.
You see me, I roll my R's because I sound corny saying Varo, American accent.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about DJing our party tonight, the Love House?
I'm so super excited and super honored to be around legends. You know, Barbara is a massive inspiration for me. So is Georgie. I've played with Georgie before at his ADE last year.
Okay.
And it was fantastic. And the vibe is so amazing. It's just pure love of house music, which is my favorite genre.
But look, you are a lawyer by day and a DJ by night. What is that about?
Yeah, so basically, I became a DJ in lockdown at the age of 50.
Wow.
So I streamed only to a laptop and developed a global community of people.
It's unbelievable. Wow.
And then within a couple of years, I was supporting Pete Tong and playing in front of 8,000 people at his sold-out events at Ibiza Classics. And from that moment onwards, things have just become exponential for me.
So you're literally DJing 5 years?
Yeah.
That's
I've DJ'd and
I love it.
Yeah,
I love
and I
it.
travel everywhere.
Story.
And I've been to Ibiza and gigged. I've been all around. I've DJ'd with CC Rogers at Lake Lisi, Tbilisi.
And where you from?
So
we know where you're from, but tell the audience where you're from.
Okay, so I'm Indian from my heritage, but I was born in Uganda and came to England at the age of 1 year old as a refugee, basically.
Okay.
But grew up from a love of my parents who love Indian classical music, and it's in here. When it's in your soul, you do everything with passion.
And now you say lovely, lovely, lovely all the time. Cheers, and more cheers.
For people who might think it's too late to do something, but you have the music in here, what advice would you give them? I know I took over your show.
Barbara, you can take over my show every week. It's no problem.
Because people need to hear this. People who like, wow, I always wanted to DJ or something, and you still keep your job as a lawyer.
Yeah. So I work as a music lawyer Monday to Friday. So I'm doing contracts, looking at management deals, representing artists and creators and anybody in the music industry. And then weekends I make people happy and dance. And I would say to anybody who wants to get into the music industry, do it because you want to do it, because you have the desire, the passion, the love for music, and you respect the artists around you. And if you've done that, the world's your oyster.
All right. What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is Kavita DJ, and I'm available on all the social platforms. Thank you.
You're welcome, sweetie. And what's your Instagram, Sam?
Sam Karlson, yeah.
Sam Karlson, Instagram. I'm Barbara Tucker Sings, Instagram, and
Georgie1Porgie.
Porgie. Okay. Guys, you got to get a party going.
Yeah.
I've taken so much of your time. Thank you so much. You really actually missed breakfast to talk to me this morning, I think.
I don't eat breakfast.
I do.
Thank God.
Mine is cold.
Yours has gone cold, right?
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Sam.
Yes.
Amazing to hang out with you guys and talk music and talk ADE and talk 20 years of Most Precious Love and talk Barbara Tucker and talk Georgie Porgie and Sam Karlson and all that.
It's all about the relationship between music and us. All of us, the DJ, the artist, on the outside, but then how relational it is with the community, with the people, with the fans. Very important. I'm sorry I had to go back. I like what you said, Georgie, about the energy. We have to create a synergy on the dance floor. Because this is ADE, we have to give you fast food. In other words, we can't marinate it because it's not going to be one DJ for 6 hours. We each got to hit that mark so that we can't start at, oh, I'm going to warm up. I don't care. Look, hit it, get it, speak to the people, bring them in, engage them. I'm pulling you on the stage. We're going to sing together. We're going to dance together, because that's what house is. House, as Kevin had said, it's a spiritual thing. It's a body thing. It's a love thing. It's not a you thing. It's a us thing. And I'm complete.
Amazing. Guys, we're going to be partying later on. I'm privileged to be joining you later on, which is amazing. Thank you so much for that.
Love having you on the show.
Oh, listen, thank you so much. And look, we'll enjoy the rest of it.
You will be live to the whole world. Your portion of the show goes live to the whole world.
Bring it on, Georgie. Bring it on. That's what I love.
All right.
Barbara, congratulations once again. Don't forget, out there listening tonight, you can win the signed copy of the 20th anniversary of Most Precious Love on vinyl. Untouched by human hand, Barbara signing it. So we'll give that question again, Barbara. It's the first
yes.
3.
If you know that I'm here now, December, making it 41 years, what are the first 3 songs that Barbara Tucker has recorded? Let's see if you're a real fan.
Real fans, get on it. Guys, thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you for having us. RTE Pulse.
You have been listening to part 1 of the ADE special. That's the Amsterdam Dance Event special, if you didn't know, all the way from the streets and sounds and parties and events and hotels, in this case, of Amsterdam 2025's event happening right now. We will bring you part 2 next week. You just heard, wow, wasn't that great? Barbara Tucker, Georgie, Porgie, Kavita, and Mr. Sam Karlson. How lovely to talk to him. Even Joe B got an honourable mention there. They gave their Instagram handles. If you haven't already, go give them a follow. And I will be back next Monday night with a brand new roster of guests. We will be talking about Ron Carroll as well next week. You'll be glad to know. But I'll keep the guests as a surprise for you. That'll be happening next week. You can listen back to this show if you missed it on the RT Radio player. We'll stick it up in the Mixcloud as well. And don't forget, you can win that Barbara Tucker record. Yes, you can. It is Most Precious Love 20-year anniversary edition. It is absolutely pristine, mint condition copy. I don't know if you want to keep it as memorabilia, if that song means something to you. Do you have someone in your life you want to give it to as a present that you can enter the competition? But enter the competition. She asked a question. If you missed a question, I'm sure you can go back and listen to it, because we want you to listen back to the programme. But we'll be running it over the next couple of weeks and give you a chance to win that ADE Special Part 1 2025. We're back next week from the streets of Amsterdam. In the meantime, good night.